Okay, I'm going to talk about today's generation of sorry-ass black parents. Now, the first thing I want to say is I'm not talking about all black parents. We all know there's some good black parents out there that are teaching their kids morals and values. But there's too many dysfunctional black parents today. I've seen parents that smoke crack in front of their kids. I've seen parents that have sex in front of their kids. I've seen parents that teach their kids how to shoplift. This is complete insanity. This is complete ignorance. A child is going to follow what they're raised to follow. Children are a product of their environment. And if you're teaching a child to be ignorant, they're going to grow up to be a menace to society. This is one of the main reasons why there's more black people in prison than there is in college. Because it all starts at home. It all starts from the way these kids are being raised. Now, I know there's a lot of single black mothers out there. I know we need more black fathers in the household. But that's still no excuse for a lot of these mothers to be going out here doing what they're doing. I've seen numerous cases where mothers will go out and party and leave their kids home alone. The house catches on fire and all the kids die. I've seen numerous cases where mothers are selling their babies for crack. I've seen numerous cases where these mothers will go in stores and shoplift and leave the baby in the store, and they leave with the merchandise. It's just complete ignorance. This is complete insanity. And I think we need to clean this up as black people. And we need to stop defending this ignorance. Now, I'm going to show some different news video clips of exactly what I'm talking about bad parenting in this generation of sorry-ass black parents.
Screams fill the evening sky as family members try to cope with what happened in the South Memphis community. 2 children, ages 2 and 3, left home alone shortly before a fire broke out.
During our search procedures, we located 2 small children. Those children were transported to Labana Hospital in critical condition.
The 2 boys were left unattended while their mother and aunt left home to go drop off a friend.
We left about, I don't know what time it was, because we went and dropped this dude off at home. Said he had cut her grass and stuff. So we went and dropped him off at home.
Sometime after that, 911 received a call from neighbors saying the house was on fire.
Pulled up and we heard a lady hollering. And when she hollered, she was hollering 2 kids was in the house.
Peter was calling me on the telephone and she was telling me the house was on fire. The house was on fire. And so we were hurrying up to get here.
Neighbors say they heard screams coming from the home and rushed to the back door to try to rescue the 2 children. However, when they got there, the flames and smoke were too powerful for them to enter.
It was really hurtful to hear kids and not hollering. But I wasn't for sure it was kids. I thought it was the radio. So by the time I tried to get in the hall, the fire and the smoke pushed me back out. It was too strong. I couldn't see nothing. So when they pulled them out, it really hurted my heart that I couldn't get to them.
They were just slumped over like rag dolls, you know. When they picked them up, their arms was down, their legs was just hanging, and, you know, everybody went into an emotional uproar.
However, the children's aunt, who left the house with the mother, said she has no regrets about leaving the children home alone.
No, I really don't, you know, because, I mean, if they had been there by themselves, I don't know how the house got caught on fire. I don't know if the boys set it on fire or somebody threw something in there to set it on fire. I really need to get in there and see that my purse burn up. Because I had my food stamp card and everything in there.
In Memphis, Marcus Hunter, Fox 13 News.
And good evening. Another local mother is accused of shoplifting at Walmart, then leaving behind her 8-month-old baby after getting caught.
Now police are searching for the woman who has yet to return for her child. Mitch Bryan has all the details.
Police say 29-year-old Jency Drake walked into the Walmart on Greenwood with an infant and 2 teens with her, but she would later leave alone. According to a police source, store security says Drake put some items in her purse. They say that when they confronted her at the door, that's when Drake ran, leaving her 8-month-old boy and the 2 teenagers behind. One was her 13-year-old nephew and the other her 17-year-old cousin. Police say that she jumped into a truck parked outside and then sped off, taking $88 worth of goods, but leaving the kids. Police say that they got a license plate number off the truck and went to Drake's home to arrest her, but they didn't find her. Officers say that she's facing charges of theft and child abandonment. Meanwhile, her little boy was turned over to his aunt, who will watch over him for now. Mitch Bryan, Action 10 News.
Now, police say that as of now, Drake has not been arrested and officers are still on the lookout. And this story has sparked a lot of comments on our Facebook page. One person wrote, "Parents like this should lose their rights. You're leaving a baby and teens alone because she can't get a job, so she would rather steal. Come on, get a life." Another commented, "I'm not a father, but I am an uncle. It hurts to hear about a mother deliberately doing that to a baby." And finally, "I can't imagine someone doing that to their poor children. That is not a mother. A mother would not do that to a beautiful being they gave life to." To let us know what you think, visit our Facebook page by...
New here at 6, a Modesto mother is facing several charges of child cruelty and endangerment after she allegedly abandoned her kids during a shopping trip at Kohl's. This happened in Turlock, and that's where KCRA 3's Janet O is live for us with the details. Janet, a lot to this.
Yeah, Edie, Turlock police say that Ayesha Kareem came here to the Turlock Kohl's department store. Police say when one of the employees pointed her out, she took off running, leaving 2 kids behind. 43-year-old Ayesha Kareem was arrested Wednesday, accused of a parole violation. She is now booked in the Stanislaus County Jail, where she awaits a slew of charges. The trouble began on Tuesday night. Turlock police say Kareem was shoplifting at the Kohl's department store. Police had already been called there to arrest another shoplifter. Police say one of the employees pointed out Kareem, and that's when she took off running, leaving behind her son and nephew, both under the age of 12. Police say the kids were terrified, and shoppers we spoke to today simply could not believe the bold actions of the accused mother.
That's terrible. I can't believe people do that.
That is absolutely crazy. I don't see how anybody could leave their children behind.
And then leaving a child behind is just a further indication of exactly what kind of person they are.
Turlock police are looking to charge Kareem with child endangerment and cruelty, but as of now, she is only booked on violating her parole. And Kareem has quite a lengthy criminal history. Court records show that she was convicted of petty theft and robbery in the past. Now, the district attorney's office say they are currently reviewing this case. She is being held without bail, and as for those children, they were taken by Child Protective Services. Live in Turlock, Janet O, KCRA 3 reports.
This is News Channel 5 at 10.
Tonight, the search for a mom who fled the scene of a crime and then left her child behind. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rory Johnston. Well, tonight we are learning more about the woman Metro Police are still searching for after that bizarre shoplifting incident in a West Nashville Target. News Channel 5's Heather Graff joins us now. And Heather, police tell us the suspect has done this sort of thing before.
Well, that's right, Rory. Several times, in fact. Police say Denise Colin had successfully stolen a cart full of clothing and electronics on 2 previous occasions from this very same Target store. And so on her 3rd try, a watchful employee was waiting at the door. A trip to Target that for a suspected shoplifter didn't go exactly as planned.
This lady had been to the same Target store 3 times. On the 3rd time, there was a uniformed security guard that approached her and identified who she was and tried to confront her about the theft.
Security cameras at the store on Charlotte Pike caught the struggle on tape. And perhaps even more alarming, the young child left behind in the buggy when his mother ran away.
I can't believe a mother would do that, just leave her child in the cart to get away from being caught.
Police say the suspect also forgot her pocketbook, and that's how they were able to identify 26-year-old Denise Colin.
It's hard to believe what some people would do.
Now they've just got to find her.
Oh, I know her, yeah.
The first stop for investigators was this Donaldson area apartment complex listed as Colin's last known address. Neighbors say she moved out back in March, but when we showed them this surveillance video, they recognized her right away.
First of all, she knew she was doing wrong. Why would you take a kid and just clearly run out and just leave that child? That's not right. I would never do that, and I don't know how anybody could do that.
Metro Police say the sad reality is that it happens a lot more than you might think.
I've seen it done with older children, 6, 7, 8, and you wonder what that makes the child feel like.
The child in this case, they say, was just 2 or 3 years old.
It's unbelievable.
And they can only hope he didn't fully understand what was happening. Police say the child was not left in the cart for long because apparently another relative had gone with them to the Target store and picked the little boy up after his mother disappeared. We're told that person right now is not facing charges. As for Denise Colin, though, Rory, she'll be charged with attempted theft and also assault when they find her.
Yeah, frightening to think about. Heather, thanks. In at least 2 of the 3 incidents, investigators say Colin left the store in a silver 4-door SUV. If you think you've seen her, you are asked to call Metro Police.
Saraland police are looking for a shoplifter they say made a run for it, putting her 5-year-old son in danger. But the woman's relatives say it's all just a misunderstanding. Fox 10 News reporter April Douglas has the story.
Saraland police are looking for this woman, 27-year-old Alicia Andre. They say she was caught shoplifting from this Walmart. Investigators say employees were detaining Andre until police could get there, when she became violent and made a run for it.
Police say Andre ran out of the store into this parking lot and ran for her car. Employees were following her, and her 5-year-old son was too.
Police say Andre jumped into a car and took off as her 5-year-old son was trying to get into the vehicle. Authorities say the little boy had to be pulled out of the way so he wouldn't get hurt. We went to Andre's home to hear her side of the story. A man who says he's her cousin answered the door.
Did you know the police are looking for her? We just wanted to hear her side of the story. We just wanted to hear her side of the story. The police are looking for her. They say she was shoplifting at Walmart.
The man who called himself Junior says Andre wasn't home, but her son was, and that he's okay. He also said police have their story wrong.
She said she wasn't stealing. It's a misunderstanding. She had no need to steal.
Yeah.
Junior also says Andre's planning to turn herself into authorities. In Saraland, April Douglas, Fox 10 News.
Okay, take one more look at Alicia Andre. If you know where she is right now, call the police.